Alright, we're here with another unboxing for Custodes Imperialis. Kenton's going to take us through the brand new X-Wing game from Fantasy Flight. Take it away.
Alright, Chris. Well, Fantasy Flight has given us an excellent tabletop game from the Star Wars universe. When you first open the box, you'll see all their tokens and chits nice boxed up together in a nice package here where you can go ahead and tear them open, and then we'll delve into the ships in a second here. Each of the ships includes a dial that you use for movement, as well as other templates. Let me tear it open here and we'll get started. So we have, of course, your product catalog for what's on the way, as well as the rules for the game, and your quick start rules, which make the game very playable for right out of the box for two people. The basic game starts with 2 TIE Fighters versus 1 X-Wing, as you can see here, as well as all the appropriate attack dice, range ruler, and damage cards that will be played throughout the game. And more advanced rulebook is also included that goes more in depth into all the attacking and defending. But when it boils right down to it, this is a very, very simple game that's a lot of fun with a very small learning curve. So we'll open it up here and have a look at the ships, but the models kind of speak for themselves. These are very, very well detailed and beautiful models. Get a nice close look at this X-Wing. You can see the detail that goes into making it. Rumor has it they're all hand painted. Hard to say. I obviously don't work for Fantasy Flight, but
pretty solid though.
They are very solid and some of the best looking miniatures from a factory I've ever seen. So when it comes to detail, they can be used as a display or just for the game as well. So they are very well done. The TIE Fighter, as you can see, is also quite well detailed, and the coolest aspect of these is Fantasy Flight was given the license and the approval to use all of Lucasfilm's models that they used for Episode 4, A New Hope, and have since made the ships to scale. I believe if you get online and have a look, and in the manual it does talk about them doing just that, and I think they finalized on a scale of 1/270th, I think was their final production. You can see all the different sizes they tried relative to the size of a penny. You had other game models were included here. I believe the smaller one here was from the Wizards of the Coast game, the Starship Battles, which didn't fare too well, but did let players get into the game. Fantasy Flight's game has picked up where that left off and really given players the ability to immerse themselves in the dogfighting that the classic Star Wars movies have really showed us. So you go through and you'll open and pop out all your movement templates, and these are kind of the bread and butter of what you do every turn on how you get the ships all around. And there, as in any Fantasy Flight game, the cardboard is heavy gauge, and it's gonna stand up to many games before it gets really warped and out of enough to where you can't play anymore. So those are nice. You have different chits that show you different abilities every turn that go on the ships, and you can see they kind of tell you what you have done per turn. The tokens like that are considered evade tokens, whereas the eye is a focus token, and those kind of go together with the dice when you're attacking and defending, and they help determine the results. In addition to that, you have target lock tokens, which when you fire certain missiles of the Rebellion ships have the ability to use targeting computers, and they can spend target locks to reroll attack dice, which makes them a lot more versatile than the TIE Fighters, who pretty much rely on swarming the opponent, which is why they give you 2 versus 1 in the opening box. If you have a look at the cards, these correspond to which ship you're going to be using. So you don't change models, you change player cards, pilot cards rather. So if you have a look at them in the opening box, you'll see Luke Skywalker, and they have a point cost, they have a pilot skill, and all their attributes are listed on this left side of the card. Top number is attack, second number is defense, next number down in the yellow is the hull strength of the ship, and then finally the blue number is shields. When attacking ships, the shields go away first, and then damage is dealt to the hull. That's the yellow number. When that's all used up with damaged cards, then the ship is destroyed. Many ships, unique pilots that is, typically have game text which will affect them throughout the game also. Each of the icons corresponds to a different ability. You have focus and target lock, as I mentioned earlier with the target lock tokens. Only the Rebellion ships have the target lock to this point, some of them do. And then on the bottom you have skills, your skill bar, and the elite pilot action, proton torpedoes, and droid upgrades. And these are all cards that are also included in this box that you can actually upgrade your ships with. Those are, I believe, yeah, and those are in here with the damage deck. You have upgrade cards as well. Luke is at this point in the starter deck, or starter box, the highest skill pilot in the box at an 8. Whereas you look at the Imperials and you have Maul or Methel, who is a 7 pilot skill. Now the pilot skill number is